Okay, we're going to get started a little bit early. Thank you for those that were watching the premiere of Priscilla, Meet Priscilla. We just did the second version or second episode of our Monday morning Mutts series, and that was getting to meet Priscilla. So now you've officially met Presley and Priscilla last week and this week, and you also may have saw a little red husky in there. That's our granddaughter's husky named Athena. So we've got a fun episode this morning. We're going to do a little bit of announcements here, just a few minutes before 8, right about now. We're going to give you some announcements. We're going to do some punchlines. Then we've got a special guest that's coming in with a YouTube channel and also an Instagram page and a vlog and blog as well, I believe. I just recently met this channel, and we're going to be chatting with her the first time today, and we'll learn a little bit about her. And while we learn about her, you can as well. It's forever best friend. We'll play some facts, fiction. I can't speak this morning. Facts, fall season fiction, paparazzi, trivia bingo, and a channel raid. If we have time for all of that. But we're going to take some time to get to know this new channel, maybe do a couple of trivia questions with her, and then we'll get on with our week. And the good news this week from Missouri is we are starting our recovery program, is what they're calling it. But basically, it is the first steps back to, sorry, I'm going to drink. It's the first steps back to normalcy, gradually reopening some of the businesses, many of the businesses that have been forced to close. And so they're allowed to open under certain conditions now. So things should be getting a little bit back to normal. We've got our fingers crossed that people are wise about this and not crazy. But if any of you are in the St. Louis area, you may know that not a whole lot of people were staying home for the stay-at-home order, it didn't seem. So there were still a lot of people out through that whole thing. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so first thing that we can cover here real quickly is just a points update. As you know, we have kind of changed to keep the flow of each of these sessions going. I update the points after the session. And so I'm going to show them at the start of each session. So this is after our first 2 sessions. So you can see here on the left, you can see our top 3. Basically, there's a tie for third. So again, our prizes this month are first, second, and third on points. So we've got 4 people in the money, but basically quite a few people in close catching distance there right below. We're early in the month with a lot of sessions left. And we also have that super bonus trivia bingo that could give you 25 points all at once. So everybody's in the running here. And then on the right, we've got our May sessions attended. We've really only had 1 session in May, but we gave some people a bonus for joining our last session in April. So you can see those there that have 2 sessions. And we will continue to update this each week, or each session. Actually, I'll update it again on Wednesday and on Friday as well. So new live schedule, I think we've talked about this on the last few. I'll be putting up a banner on here to let you know that. The key thing to remember here is Wednesday is our premiere event, 2 hours long. We start with kids trivia, we rotate through the other games, and then we also have our giveaways that night. So we used to do 1 giveaway per session. Now we're just doing 2 giveaways on Wednesday nights. We have new video premiere schedule. Mondays is our dog focus video, which some of you just saw, and then Fridays are our feature video. This Friday we have a haunted house, so that one should be a lot of fun. It's actually quite a bit longer because we took a 2-hour tour in the morning and a 2-hour tour in the evening, and I tried to condense that as much as possible, but I think it's about 40 minutes long from this haunted house. It's pretty, lots of history in this Brooksville May Stringer house, and also certified haunted. So you probably want to check that out and judge for yourself. Then we have our lunch and learn session, most likely this Thursday. Aaron and I got to make sure that we're both available for Thursday at 1 p.m. We'll be putting that up and getting that on YouTube here in the next couple of days officially. So make sure you look for that and set the premiere, or set the reminder, I mean. Stickers and more. We do have our stickers. So I will be putting our email address up, and if any of you would like to send us your sticker, just email us that you'd like us to send you a sticker, and we will send you a sticker. of course, we'll need your address to do that. Or if you would like us to send you a sticker, if you want to send us your sticker, you can ask for address. We'll give it to you. If you'd like us to send you our sticker, let us know your address and we'll do a sticker swap. And I think that pretty much takes us to the first game. I do want to talk a little bit about, if you missed it when you first joined, our first guest. So what I'm going to do here real quickly, just to give you guys a quick teaser, is I'm going to share their YouTube channel screen so we can see that. Forever Best Friend. So we're going to have Charlie Grace on from this channel, and as you can see down here at the bottom, they've got a blog, an Instagram, a Facebook, and they've got over 3,000 subscribers, and they've only got about 20 videos up. They just recently started on YouTube, but they've got a huge following on Instagram, over 50,000 people. I'm not even sure how many people like them on Facebook, but this channel is all about, as you can see here, the bonds between a pet and human. So we're all about pets and loving our pets and the impact. She talks about the impact that they have on your life. And our channel is Pause and Effect, and it's about how pets impact us, affect us, and beyond that, how you can also have an impact on the world. But basically, we're really happy we met this channel, and we can't wait to have that interview in just about 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get started with some punchlines, get everybody woke up. Get my other screen back up here. Thank you to our moderators that are here. I think I see Aaron, and he may be the only one. Feel free, Aaron, to put a link to your channel so people can come to get to know you as well. And let's get started with punchlines. So the way punchlines work is we have a meme or a joke, and we look for people to complete that joke. If you get the exact answer, you get 2 points. If you get any answer in 90 seconds that is creative, besides chickens or something silly like that, you'll get a point. So we're going to go ahead and start the timer. What weighs more, a gallon of water or a gallon of butane? We're looking for the possible punchline here. I got the timer set. And we'll read some of those punchlines when they start coming in here. Everybody awake yet? I'm not seeing any punchlines. What weighs more, a gallon of water or a gallon of butane? And then we've got our first funny guy, Chicken. I expected that to be Aaron Jemison, but Nomadic Hippie doesn't let us down. And Sue's asking for prayers here. Her sister-in-law had a stroke. Yes, that's tragic, but in many cases, they can recover if it's caught earlier. The butane weighs left, but it'll blow you up. Artist on the roads here, butane, because it's lighter. Nice play on words there. I know this. You can't light water from Aaron. All right, let's see what we got. The water, butane is lighter fluid. So it looks like we've got some correct answers here. We got one correct answer, I think. Butane, because it's lighter. Well, actually, you were on the right track, but it was which weighs more, a gallon of water or a gallon of butane. So the water weighs more because butane is lighter fluid. Play on words there. So everybody that answered gets 1 point. Nobody had the exact one. So let's move on to the next. punchline, and I'll set a timer. This one should be easier to come up with some creative answers. Again, this is an easy way to get points. Any creative answer, including if you got a funny logo like Nomadic Hippie does, we'll give a point for chicken. On that one time only. You got to be the first one to do chicken. All right, here we go. Where's your husband? In the garden. I didn't see him. Well, what's mom say? That's just cruel, Sue. That's just cruel. He's gnoming around. That's a funny one. I like that one. He's 6 feet deep. We can tell Jessica's been married 5 years, and then Sue and Bob and RV Ashes in April have been married a long time, so different spin on it here. You have to look deeper. We got about 15 seconds left. Thanks, Nomadic Hippie. Have fun shooting that video. He's pushing up daisies. I like that one as well. 10 years now. I thought it was. Oh yeah, that's right. Me and mom and I figured that out the other day. That we're 22 and you guys are 10. You're 12 years behind us. Something like that. All right, let's go reveal this. You need to dig a little. You need to dig a little. So we're pretty close there. I think Lucky Dog with you didn't dig enough coming in fast. I'll probably do 2 points closest to the answer, and everyone else will get 1 point on that one. Let's do one more punchline here. 1 or 2 more, and then we'll go to our interview with Forever Best Friend. The neighbor tells me you were chasing people on a bicycle, and this little doggy has a creative answer. What's he say in response? I'll start the timer. I can't ride a bicycle. I can't ride a bike. I'm a dog. Meals on Wheels. Shouldn't have taught me how to ride one. There weren't any cars. And I'm not sure, Jessica, if you were here when I told Aaron he could post his link. If you want to post a link in your channel, being a moderator for us, that would work as well. We got about 10 seconds left here, and we'll move on to the next punchline after we reveal it. All right, let's go reveal this thing. He's lying. I don't even have a bicycle. All right, once again, I don't think we had anybody that had the exact one. I love this meme. It's quite funny. I need to do that with one of our dog's faces, I think. All right, we've got one more here. Heard that children born 9 months from now will be, and go. See what kind of answers we get here. "9 months from now will be called babies." Aren't they always called babies, Sue? Might as well said chickens. Good morning, KNR Destinations. Thank you for the challenge, the quarantine challenge. I think we're going to record that today. I'm just trying to decide whether we're going to do it live or whether we're going to do do it in segments in different areas of the house and answer each question. Not sure, and do it as an actual video. Antibacterial children. Quarantines in 13 years. That's really cute. That's really cute. Yep, yep. All right, time's almost up here. Let's go ahead and reveal that one. Known as the Children of the Corn, and I can't stop laughing. So I think Sue was on the right track, but nobody's super close there to get that. And we're going to switch over to an interview here in just a minute. Let me come back over here and make sure they are ready. I'm going to stop the share screen. Give a thumbs up if you're ready, Charlie Grace. Okay, we're going to bring in Charlie Grace here. Hello.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
I am doing well, and I trust everybody else is doing well, even though it's a Monday morning. Let me get this banner off of there, this comment off there real quick, and then we'll be good to go. So there's another one there, playing with StreamYard. Great. And let me enlarge the screen. There we go. Okay, so first of all, where are you located?
So right now we're in our home turf, which is Franklin, Tennessee.
Franklin, Tennessee. Nice. Yeah. We love that area down that way. We've got a daughter in Murray, Kentucky. We got some friends in Franklin, North Carolina. I used to fly out of Nashville all the time, so we just love that area. So anyway, this is really about introducing you to Forever Best Friends, and I think I just connected with you last week, and then you came to our last live session, and I was right around the time I was asking for somebody to interview, and you jumped right on it. So why don't you just take a few moments to tell us about yourself, your channel, and what you're focused on.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for having me. So my name is Charlie Grace, and we started this project called Forever Best Friend. And the reason why we started it was because I had adopted, well, we've always adopted rescue dogs and sort throughout our time, but we had a special rescue dog that we adopted a couple years ago, and her name is Rosie Bell, and she's actually sleeping beside me. I might pick her up and bring her on a little later. But one of my kiddos said, let's just start doing an Instagram page for Rosie and let's see what happens. Well, next thing you know, we get a phone call saying, how would your dog like to be the Adopt Don't Shop spokesdog for the state of Tennessee? And I thought, well, what exactly does that mean? And so from that, Rosie got quite a bit of following from different people and organizations. And then my kid says, well, wait a minute. It can't just be about Rosie. We need to share the stories of other people. And we're big travelers, and we have an RV, and we love to travel and go places. Next thing you know, we're going all over the United States and stopping at different shelters and interviewing and talking to people. And we realized it's really just, it's not our story, it's everyone's story. It's how do we talk to individuals and ask them, about them, about their pets, where do they like to go camping? What do they like to do? Do they take their pets shopping? I live in a really awesome pet-friendly community. When I'm home, we travel typically March to November, and then we're home for 3 months. And our little town is what we call a Better Cities for Better Pets place, in which you can take your dog anywhere. It doesn't have to be a service dog. So you can go downtown shopping in Franklin. There's dog bowls outside. We just really want to make a pet-friendly community for lots of different places we go to. And so we just bring that attitude with us and see how we can help merchants and businesses.
That's awesome. And I didn't realize we had so much in common. So you have the travel aspect. You travel from March, November. Mm-hmm. We kept our home as well. So we're at our home base right now. A lot of the people that do that almost year-long travel or full-time travel, they sell their house. So that's another topic we could talk about sometime. But we travel typically, we try to leave right after Christmas and then be gone through spring, summer, and then try to come back and get to either take off with our grandkids for a little while or visit our grandkids when they're out of school, and then be gone again until Thanksgiving. So we've pretty much gone from, last year in 2019, I think we were only home 3 weeks until the week of Thanksgiving, and then we were home for 5 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas, or 4 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So very similar situation there. So tell us about where you started in social media and any impact or feedback you have for some of the other channels that may be thinking about some of those Instagrams and Twitters and all those things.
Absolutely. So social media it's an ever-changing algorithm. It's an ever-changing thing for people who start posting and hoping they're going to blow up or whatever. It's an interesting situation. Our motto, which was sort of the way we did it was we actually went around. We were going to some of these pet-friendly places and pet-friendly festivals. And as we were going, my background's actually in photojournalism. And I'd set up a place beside our RV, and I'd offer to take pictures of people and their pets for free and said, hey, this is just a blessing to you. We'd like to do something nice for the organization that did it. And as we did that, we would essentially, they'd sign up and we'd put them on the site and they'd come and get those. From all of those festivals that we went to and all those interactions, it just sort of, those are the people that came to our Facebook, that came to our Instagram, and that just bloomed from there. So I think we're now at something like, oh gosh, almost 40,000 on Facebook, and I definitely know we're at 50,000 on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then from those people, we were encouraged this year. We are very newbies on the YouTube thing. I'm going to be, I'm more comfortable with like still photos than I am video. But my girlfriend is like, y'all are too funny not to be on video. So,
Right.
so you need to go out there and do some video. I'm like, all right, we'll do it. So I think we've got, I don't know, about 20 or 25 videos up right now. And for those of you who get to subscribe and like and join and comment, now you get to see all the crazy flub ups that I'm making. So it's perfect time to take a look.
So have you been called out as to any YouTube challenge yet, like a 10-question challenge or the 10-question quarantine challenge? Have you got any of those?
We've had a few, but we haven't gone there yet. So this will probably be, it's been a pretty busy week. We're a big family person too. I have a big family. And so they've sort of been taking most of my time while we're home.
I hear you.
Well, and the latest one that I love, for those of you who've been home, this past Easter, I asked for a very memorable Easter because we're in quarantine and all my family's home, and this will be great. And I pretty much burned down my kitchen. So that's a fun one to watch.
I'm going to definitely have to check that one out. In fact, we'll give you a watch. You've only got 20 videos, so it's pretty easy for us to get through all 20 videos in a couple of days' time. And we've got quite a bit more, but we just reached our 1,000. And so on YouTube, once you reach 1,000 subscribers, then getting watch hours. So both you and I are in need of watch hours now so that we can get to that monetization and pay it more forward, right? So I like the fact that you're trying to do the same thing that we are and touch other people. So we may do another interview at some point to learn a little bit more, but because we got some games to get to and a lot of you here for games, I think, Charlie Grace, you have one or two trivia questions that we can throw into the mix here?
Absolutely. Okay, this will be fun because I know we're a bunch of RVers. I love this. So I'm going to ask a percentage question, but I'll give you some options. Okay, you ready? What percentage
and you do have to be first to get the point.
Okay.
You do have to be first out there to get the point. And you'll tell me who you see first, Charlie Grace.
All right, I'm going to preface this with, this is a statistic from Good Sam's, so I just want to put it out there. So this is from Good Sam's. What percentage of RVers have dogs with their RV? So here's your choices: 80%, 50%, 70%, or 63%. I'll say it again: 80%, 50%, 70%, or 63%.
Well, if I was playing, I'd say 70%, but let's see what comes in. We've got a 38%, but I don't think that was even the answer, right? Well, that was one you gave, was it?
Nope.
We've got an 80%, 80%, 90%, 80%. Okay, I think Aaron said 90 first, thinking that would be an option. But so everybody's saying 80% so far.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's sort of interesting. So if you go to Escapees, their numbers are a little higher, but it is 63%.
63?
63%.
Okay.
Good Sam's.
Well, it looks like we've got a winner right here. Jarhead and Gender got it, 63%. Okay. Next question.
Okay. This is a good one for all you people who go to animal shelters. How many animals a year enter into U.S. animal shelters? So we're going to I'll give you 4 choices again. How many animals a year enter into U.S. animal shelters to be adopted? Okay, here are your choices: 1 million, 2.5 million, 3 million, or 6.5 million. I'll say them again: 1 million, 2.5 million, 3 million, or 6.5 million animals enter into animal shelters every year to be adopted in the U.S. It's a big number, I know. This one took me by surprise. I really didn't know the number.
We've got 2, 3, 2, 3. Somebody guessed A. I wasn't keeping track of the order of the questions, so I'll rely on you, Charlie Grace, to tell me A, if A was the correct or not.
It is.
We got 6.5, 6.5.
6.5. Absolutely, 6.5. Yep. It's a big number. It's huge.
And what was that? The first answer was
was
that A? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, 6.5 million is the answer to that.
All right, so we've got, great, there we go. Artist on the Road got 6.5 million, and Lucky Dog said A. I think A matches up. It was the first option for the answers there. Is that yes?
Actually, the first option was 1 million.
Okay, well then that's not correct on that one. But on the previous one, you said B, and I think you got it. And this one, it's Artist. Let's see here. Yeah, Artist on the Road, I think. 6.5, first one that I see there. Okay, wonderful. All right, everybody, make sure you go over to Forever Best Friends YouTube page, Instagram page, all of those social media that you're on, interact with them, and support them on their videos. Give her some feedback, because it is challenging, especially getting your face on camera and speaking to the camera and getting comfortable with that the first time. So we're glad you're here. We're glad you came in. We hope you stick around and enjoy some games with us on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And until next time, we will be watching you.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. If you enjoyed that interview, everybody give a thumbs up, and make sure you go over and give them some love on their channel as well. Okay, and I'm not keeping up saying hi with everybody today, because running the interview and keeping everything there, I'm falling a little bit behind, but I do see some in. Finley River Kennels, thanks for coming in. Amy McFarland, I saw that you joined late as one of our moderators. Thank you for coming in, and feel free to post your link whenever you would like. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let me share my screen. Get back to our agenda. All right. Facts, falsies, and fiction. So those of you that haven't played this before, the way it works is we give a clue on a channel. In this case, our first one's going to be Bob's Adventure. And what we're looking for is a guess, one guess only. You don't have to be first on this one to get a point. One guess only for the fact. One of these is a fact. Two of them are falsies. Two of them are fiction. The difference between falsies and fiction are completely made up. Falsies are true, but of a different channel. So pay attention not only to the fact here, but pay attention to the falsies, because those questions might come up as facts for those channels in a moment or on another session. Hello, Field Guy. I see you as well. Thanks for coming in. All right. So go ahead and start putting your answers in. We'll give about 60 seconds here on this one. See what kind of answers we get. Was Bob's Adventure, or did he have, or has, a brother in stand-up comedy? Did he drive a 1950 Vandalia up the Pacific Coastal Highway? Did he catch a wounded turkey and nurse it back to health? Has he visited Israel 6 times? Or does he currently work for the Bill Gates Foundation? It looks like we're getting a lot of ones. I think his brother's a stand-up comedian. RV Ashes in April says they're onto the van thing there. Bob's Adventure drove a 1950 Vandalia up the Pacific Coastal Highway. Forever Nomad 2017. I haven't met you before. Thanks for coming in. They say 1 as well. Weekend RVing says 1. Thanks for coming in. Weekend RVing. And what is the cute little camper on the wall in your background? Let's see here. I'm not seeing the camper. Oh, that must have been on her wall. All right, time is up here. Let's reveal the answer. Has a brother. Many of you were correct. Has a brother in stand-up comedy. Did he drive a Vandalia? Nope, that's completely fiction. I made it up. I thought maybe it would catch some people with the name Van. Did he catch a wounded turkey? Nope. Well, one of our channels did. Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, sometimes known as G and VG, they did that. Visited Israel 6 times. That's a falsie, but I actually did that. And then currently works for the Bill Gates Foundation is a fiction, completely fiction. All right, well, here's the next one. Blue Wave Bob. I think we know it's probably not number 1. So if you guess number 1, you probably weren't here 10 seconds ago. So let's go ahead, set that timer for 60 seconds and go. While that's going, I'm going to go put a different banner up here. See what answers are coming back through. We've got which one's true about Blue Wave Bob? We've got number 2, drove a 1942 Vet up A1A. We've got rolled a truck carrying explosives. I'll take it that this was a fat finger and they were trying to say 3, has visited Turkey a dozen times. Maybe. Artist on the Road says 4, rolled a truck carrying explosives. Henry Does It says once lived in Jamaica. Jarhead and Ginger says rolled a truck carrying explosives. RV Ashes in April says drove that vet. Field Guy once lived in Jamaica. Once lived in Jamaica. Lots of once lived in Jamaica. How much time we got left? 5 seconds here. See if any answers come through. Let's go reveal this. Rolled a truck carrying explosives back in his Army days. So he's got a full story that he tells about this one. So I think it was 10 tons of explosives in a big dump truck that he rolled. So it has a brother in stand-up comedy, falsie, Bob's Adventure. Has visited Turkey a dozen times. That's a falsie as well. Artist on the Road, who is in here. The other 2 were completely made up. I did catch some of you with both of those. Number 2, driving the Corvette up A1A. He lives in Florida, so that did make sense. And once lived in Jamaica. I could see how that might make some sense as well, but those are completely false. All right, we've got one more here. Endless RVing. Endless RVing, those of you that have been in the community, I haven't seen them here this morning, but they are fantastic at doing RV reviews and RV tips and tricks, things like that. Great people. Izzy is a police officer in New Jersey, and MJ is a dog trainer. So they do lives, I think, on Thursday evenings, and they have videos throughout the week. So check them out. But anyway, let's get to what the fact about them. Do they own 5 dogs and 2 cats? I should not have told about their channel. I just realized I might have given this away. I did give this away. All right, great. All right, number 2, both work for Newmar and own a unit they physically built. I haven't had enough tea or coffee or intelligence this morning yet. Have visited Turkey a dozen times. Have 6 children, 3 boys and 3 girls, or work as a police officer or as a and dog trainer. Thank you, Sue. Maybe people were just watching and not playing the game. All right. Yeah, you had to put up with me. All right, so I think we'll just give everybody that answered there. I think I've got all the answers on the last track here. 5511. All right, cool. All right. Let's see where we're at on time here. It's 8:31. Here we go. Works as a police officer and a dog trainer. I just gave that away. Okay, that's hilarious. Hopefully that gets you some humor, maybe more humor than punchlines this morning. Owns 5 dogs, 2 cats, fiction. Both working for Newmar. That's fiction. Has visited Turkey a dozen times. That's a falsie. Artist on the Road has 6 children, 3 boys, 3 girls. That's a falsie. Chris and I have six girls, 6 children, 3 boys, 3 girls, not 6 girls. We've got 7 grandkids. All right, we've got one more, Inspired to Wander, and I think she's here. We just connected like a week or 2 ago. She does lots of nature and walks. Great channel there, and I'm not going to give away what she does for sure here, or what she has, or anything that goes along with these answers. Go ahead and put your answers in for Inspired to Wander, and make sure you check out that channel as well. Okay, we've got a answer of a 1. Has 35 grandchildren. 2, got lost in a rainforest in Hawaii. 3, the grandmother was babysat by Zsa Zsa Gabor. 4, spit off the Space Needle in Seattle. 5, owns own pet sitting business. We've got an answer of a 1, answer of a 5, answer of a 2. I see Forever Nomads asking about a moderator. We ask for moderators from time to time. If you're interested, you can email us at contact@pauseeffect.com. Whenever we grow and we start getting more people in the chat, we'll add some more moderators. So feel free to give us an email. Contact us at pauseeffect.com, PAWZEFFECT. All right, we've got a span of answers. I think this might be the first one. We've got 1 of every answer. We've got a 1, a couple, 3 5s, 2 2s, a 3, and a 4. And it looks like our time is up, so we will go reveal this one. Owns own pet setting business. So it looks like Jarhead Ginger, Henry Does It, Artist on the Road are going to get a point for that one. I've got a lower third up here. Let me get rid of it. All right, we had some correct answers there. Has 35 grandchildren. That's a falsie. Foreverland has 35 grandchildren. That's amazing. And grandmother was babysat by Zsa Zsa Gabor. That's Artist on the Road. Nobody needs to get offended. Nobody needs to get offended. 35. It was right in one channel. Actually, it was your mother. That's right. I had it right before. It was your mother that was babysat. I think I did this once before, and I said mother. This time I said grandmother. So it was a falsie. All right. So let's see where we're at on the agenda. Paparazzi. So those of you that haven't played Paparazzi yet, what we're looking for is how well you know people's pets that are on the YouTube channels, basically, or that attend these games. So we're just getting started with this. I think we've got 2, maybe 3 to play today. And I don't give you any channel advice. I might give a hint now and then, but basically we're looking for any correct answers on whose dog this is. So what channel does this guy belong to? This is a fairly new channel to us. His name's Lucky. He's a pit bull German Shepherd mix, and he loves to snuggle. We'll give 60 seconds here for anybody that can guess the correct channel on this one. You'll get a point. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go over here and put up my public service announcement. Do you have pets? If you have pets, send us an email with some information about your pet. Name of the pet, the breed of the pet, a unique trait that they have, and a couple of pictures. Send those to us at contactus@pauseeffect.com, PAWZEFFECT.com, and we will add you to the Paparazzi game. Now, if you're going to do that, also send us some facts about yourself or somebody that's on your channel so that we can also include you in facts, falsies, and fiction. Let's see if we get any answers here. Anybody might think this is Forever Best Friends was one answer. Lucky Dog was another answer. That's the only 2 answers so far. I'm not going to tell you whether they're correct or incorrect. And if your channel name does not include your first name, if you take some time and post your first name in the chat. If you're a couple that's here, post both your name and your spouse's name. All right, let's go see whose puppy this is. B&D Crafts. Brian, he joined us just a couple of sessions ago. I don't think I've seen him this morning. He will actually be our guest on interview on this Wednesday. So we'll get to learn a little bit more about B&D Crafts this Wednesday and their dog Lucky. I believe they live on a farm. So check their channel out too, B&D Crafts. Let them know that you saw them on Pause and Effect. Let them know their doggy Lucky is as cute as can be. All right, we've got one more here. Whose channel does this little bit belong to? Riley is the name of the dog. It's a Yorkshire Terrier. It's 11 years old, 6 pounds, loves to hike for miles or ride along in her backpack kennel. She's quite cute. All right, well, B&D Crafts just came here. We just had your doggy up. And we just told everybody that you're going to be here for an interview this Wednesday. So we'll get to learn a little bit more about you and your doggy. And now we're doing another paparazzi of this little doggy. And we've got about 60 seconds. Let me get rid of the banner there. See if anybody knows what channel this is. Artist on the Road does not know, but it's really cute. I agree. Lucky Dog says JC Journeys. I haven't seen JC Journey this morning either. You can only guess once. Which one? We're going to go with your first one, JC Journeys. Time is up. Let's see if we got any correct answers. Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. We've got another one coming in there. Let's see what the correct answer is. It's JC Journey. JC Journey. So good job, Sue. You got the correct answer there on your first answer, thankfully. Johnny's Journey is another channel. It's a good channel, one that we've been connected to for quite some time. All right, so I think we've got at least one more here. Let me see what time we got. I think we're still on time. How about this tiny little tot? Lady is her name. She's a Dachshund and Chihuahua. She's the smallest member of the family, but is the boss. And I think if the owner is in here, do not give away the correct answer. Either answer the incorrect answer or just sit back and watch. Anybody know this channel? Thanks for coming in, Forever Nomad 2017. Make sure you send us some facts, and if you've got a pet, send us a picture about your pet as well. Okay, timer's going. We'll see if anybody knows this one. Lucky Dog's going with Forever Best Friends. That's a pretty good guess considering we just had them on. We'll find out if it's correct in about 45 seconds. We'll see if anybody has the correct answer here. While I'm waiting for the timer to go off, there's one other thing that I want to put up here. Lunch and Learn. Aaron and I have a Lunch and Learn series. We said that on the announcement, so make sure you go over there and set a reminder whenever we get that up. So we don't have the next one up yet. It'll probably be this Thursday. I'll let you know on Wednesdays nights live for sure, but it should go up onto YouTube here in just a few hours, probably by tomorrow at the latest, on when we're going to have that next live session, and we're going to be talking about thumbnails and uploading videos, getting to the fun stuff. Okay, so whose is this? I think they're in the room, so if you know whose dog this is because you own this dog, say it's me. Say it's my little dog, and she's the boss. There, let's see here. There we go. It's Amy McFarland. Amy McFarland, little tiny Chihuahua, but it is the boss of the family. I think we've got one more. Here we go. One more for today. This is a terrier. It's a Chihuahua terrier. Will sit pretty on her butt for food. Has 3 other 4-paw siblings. So whose channel does this belong to? Anybody know the answer to this one? While we're waiting for that, our prizes this month, the points are going to go to first, second, and third prize, and they're all based on the total amount of watch hours we have this month on our videos in the month of May. So anyone that has the time or has an extra device to run our playlists, just make a few comments in there that you're running through our videos, and we will try to return the favor and watch some of your videos as well. It helps us out to getting monetization and paying it forward to all of our charities. Okay, anybody know whose dog this is? I think time is getting ready to come up on this, and nobody's guessed this one. Give it just a few more seconds here. I am just checking to see, Aaron, is this your vote? That you're voting that this is one of her dogs? That would be tricky. And then Lucky Dog is going with Forever Best Friends. All right, so here's the answer. Yes, this is the little terror's sister, Lady's sister, Amy McFarland. Amy McFarland has 4 dogs, and this is 2. They're all rescues. So I think that brings us to the end of our those sessions today, the paparazzi, but now we're to trivia bingo. So in trivia bingo here, we're going to do some history trivia today. This is where our board stands. I got the ones in from last time. Arst on the Road and Jarhead Ginger are in here. So we're going to do a couple of history questions. We'll see how these go. I'm curious about this genre and how it's going to go. Okay, so let me get rid of the share screen here. Let me go find my trivia. Okay, this is famous people trivia. And we're going to go for this one here, and you get to choose. This one's going to be able to choose because it spans 2 decades, 1985 through 1991. And if you get this right, you get to pick whether you put it in the 90s box or whether you put it in the 80s box. So who was president of USSR, Russia, from 1985 to 1991? And we're looking for the first correct answer. You don't have to spell it correctly. Thank goodness. First correct answer on who was president of Russia from 1985 to 1991 will get to pick whether they want 85 or 91. Putin is not correct. Gorbachev is correct. That's the answer we were looking for. Gorbachev is who we're looking for. So, Lucky Dog, if you just put 80s or 90s in, so I can get you in the right box after we're done today. Just go ahead and put that in there, and when I rewatch, I'll catch it. We will move on to the next trivia question. Next trivia question. This is the 1960s. Who was the first man in space in 1961? The first man in space in 1961. The first man in space in 1961. Sue wants hers in the 90s. Okay, we'll do that. Who was the first man in space in 1961? It was not Buzz Aldrin. He was the first American, I believe. It was Yuri Gagarin, or Gagarin. Lucky Dog gets it. You didn't have to spell it right. I think this is a little bit closer to the correct spelling, but Lucky Dog gets that one as well. So Lucky Dog, you actually have the 60s box. 1961 was when that took place. So I think we've got one more history question here. Let me find it. This one's a 1970s. Actually, no, this one's going to be a choice. This one's going to be a choice of whether you put it in the 70s or whether you put it in 2000 and above. On April 9th, 2005, they got married. This ended years of speculation on a relationship which spanned the decades since they first met in 1970. Which two popular people are we talking about here? The first man in space would not have been a monkey, Aaron. Artist on the Road came through quick. Charles and Camilla. Charles and Camilla is the correct answer. So I need to understand whether you want the 20s or the 70s. Let me go pull that. I'll share that board so you can take a look at it on where it stands now. So we would have had '60s is Lucky Dog, and I believe the '80s is Lucky Dog. So you've got either the '70s or the zeros here. '70s or 2000s is where you can go. I'm guessing most likely the 2000s, but we'll wait and see your official answer. Sonny and Cher's came in late there. That's not correct. Okay. Let me see if I can do one more. I think that's all for the trivia on history. I just need the answer from Artist on the Road, whether you want the 2000s or you want the '70s. 2000s. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to our presentation here. See where we're at. Okay, that brings us to the end. We've got about 10 minutes left. Well, let's do another history then. Let's do. Well, you know what? I'm going to do something else. Hello, Bunny DC. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do something impromptu here, and there's a reason why. I'm going to share real quickly. Do I have it up here? There we go. Some of you may have seen that I started. We've got the community now that we've got over 1,000 viewers, so that opens up a community, over 1,000 subscribers. I did a couple of polls, so I appreciate the feedback. If you get a poll and you can give us some your answer, we do appreciate it. So I did some thumbnail questions. I had two different thumbnails. It was a unanimous. Wednesday's thumbnail was considered better. That was actually made by Aaron. So I'm trying to up my thumbnail game. Aaron uses Photoshop. I don't have Photoshop, and he also has skills I don't have. But we're going to be doing a lunch and learn on this, on the way I do mine, the way he does his. Clearly, the way he does his is catching people's eye, so I want to learn more from him as well. But I also wanted to point this out. So we did a poll on favorite games. We had 15 people to answer it, and Mad Gab's our favorite game. And so we're diminishing some playing it because we played it so much, but because people voted on that one, let's play a few games of Mad Gab before we go do our channel raid here in a little bit. So let me stop this. Come back here. Now with Mad Gab, you have to get the exact answer, spell it correctly, and sound it out. Many of you have probably played it. And if you're in the room and you have not chatted, make sure you chat at least one message, because you do get an attendance point for being here. So, and there are prizes at the end of the month for attendance. So let's go with this one. First puzzle is up for Mad Gab. We're looking for the very first answer. And Forever Best Friend says they use Canva. We've got a few different ones that we're going to share as well, like Snap. We might add Canva to the list as well. And Artist on the Road gets United States right before Amy McFarland and Lucky Dog. Let me double check the other screen here to make sure. Artist on the Road, Amy McFarland. Yep, that's correct. Artist on the Road gets that point, 1 point. Last year we used to do 10 points, but we're doing 1 point for everything this year. Or not last year, last month. Where are we at on time? Got time for a couple more games here. Let's go with this one. I know, right? Get a Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock. Looks like after telling me to go get a cup of coffee, she was first on that answer as well, with Lucky Dog and Amy Farmland again. Wow. Yep, Artist on the Road. She was our first place point winner last month because we played a lot of Mad Gab, so she's helping out here. Let's do one more Mad Gab. One more Mad Gab. And make sure you check out everybody's channels here. Building out the community. A lot of people on these channels attend some of the other lives. Get to know them. Get to know their channel. Get to know their pets, so you can win Paul Perazzi. Artist is very fast. She gets that one too. You said a mouthful. Bunny DC is still here trying to understand the challenge. Yeah, this one's a little. We're not playing this one this month. We played it a lot last month. We played some music trivia last month as well. People like that. I got a few new games that we're playing here, and we will end today. I'm going to go ahead and let me come back here and let's grab a music trivia just for fun. Let me see here. Let me see something here. I think we still got a couple of music trivias on the board. Maybe we'll play one of the music trivias there. All right, yep, let's do that. Let's play some music trivia. Let me see if I can find a 90s question. See if I can find a 90s question. All right, this is a 90s question. It's a very interesting question, but it was the first 90s question that came up. Who issued bonds for people in his own name in 1997? This musical singer artist I guess he was trying to raise money, so he issued bonds in his name for people to invest in him. Which singer in 1997 issued bonds in his name for people to invest in him? Does anybody remember that crazy situation? Not Gary U.S. Bonds, no. Anybody know who we're talking about there? Artist on the Road gets that as well. Not only Mad Gab, she gets David Bowie, was the music trivia. So Artist on the Road is going to get a 90s box on the trivia bingo. Elton John's a good answer, but it was actually David Bowie. David Bowie. B&D premieres in 3 minutes, the first one. That's perfect timing, B&D, because we do a channel raid. So I'm not saying who we're going to raid today. We'll wait till after you leave to announce that. Let me go see who's live. Wonder who might be live right now. And I'll give you a link that we can go do a channel raid. In just one moment. I thank everybody for joining today. Please send us your feedback and send us your any questions you have to our email. Our email I'm going to put in the chat right now. Contact us at pawseffect.com. Make sure you get that Z in there. It's not an S. PAWZEFFECT. And also what we're looking for is that information about your dog, pictures of your dog, name of your dog, so we can add them to Paparazzi. We'll also looking for facts about channels. So if you have a unique fact about yourself or somebody else on your channel, please send that to us so that we can add you to the facts, falsies, and fiction game. That would be wonderful. All right. We're right at the top of the hour here. I'm going to put the link in. We are going to go surprise Brian at B&D Crafts. If you go over there, let him know Pause and Effect sent you. It's his first live, so those are always nervous for those people that are going live. And check out what he has to offer in his live today. And that's awesome that Teresa at Meant to Be RVing. I didn't see them this morning, but we'll see them around on some lives today, I'm sure. I've got to go get a workout in, so I will meet you all over on B&D Crafts in just a moment. I'll see you Wednesday night on our next live. Thank you all for joining. And K&R Destinations, we will be doing our challenge today, I think. Still got to. Do you have a vote for whether we do it live or whether we do it recorded and just post it up, produced, and all that? Yep, I'll add a link to Forever Best Friend in the remarks after the video as well. We'll put them in the comments down below. Should be easy to find with a search as well. Thank you, RV Ashes in April. We appreciate your support. We'll see you next time. Bye, Sue. We'll see you, Amy. Here's that link once again. I'm going to be heading over there in just a second. Bye.